individual to a whole company.
Because everything is just with the Lion King. You know what would be a good idea? Let's make it live action. Why are we making it live action? Because fuck it, that's why. Yo, it is Jimmy back again. Listen, you know why I'm here. We over here doing another reaction. So you already know it's gonna be a banger. So listen, this is for the newbie. The newbie that probably typed something in and stumbled across my video. Listen, I do a variety of different things. And the thing is, right, I react, I game, I love to talk. And that's why I always tell y'all, if y'all do not want to hear no yap session, go to the link in the description. But we're gonna get to that on what I be saying. Listen, if y'all newbie, don't forget to check out last video, because last video, it was basically about inconvenience. And the thing about inconvenience is, it can happen at any time, and you wouldn't even fucking know. And then it happens, like, damn, it happened. But outside of that, right? Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, share the video, and do all that cool things like hit the notification bell so you don't ever miss an upload for yours truly. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Okay, so this is about the saddest downfalls to watch from Tommy NFG.
Ain't no mother game, man. It's like 8 hours left of this. No chuckling and nothing, no kind of way. All right, play off the grid.
We off the grid, this for my
Downfalls. You've either preyed on it for somebody or been the victim.
Oh yeah, I forgot, bro. The thing about saddest downfalls, I gotta address it. Kanye, man.
To someone preying on it. And whoever's been preying on my downfall, all I want to say is
Kanye,
It's
Ninja.
definitely been working. The saddest downfalls to see is people who were beloved by all and it seemed like they could never do any wrong, only for them to keep digging themselves deeper and deeper in a hole. And no one represents this better than my glorious 5'8" born on June 7th, 1977, went to the American Academy of Art College, 24 Grammy wins. This is his signature, resident of Chicago, Kanye. If you knew any of Kanye's work before the TikTok Riz era, I guess, you know there's no way in hell he would ever approve Vulture's 2 to release. And dare I say it, Vulture's 1 too. Like if Watch the Throne Kanye saw this release, or Graduation Kanye saw this release, he would do his best to stop anybody's earlobes from even being able to consume the music. At least with Vulture's 1, you were able to
Don't whip his gut to my nigga, bro. Don't whip his gut to my nigga, bro. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts every time.
hear it fully produced. But with Vultures 2, I don't know who on his team had the bright idea to release the album barely produced. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all didn't even know the album released. This was so badly rolled out, no one even knew it was dropping. Like, people woke up to see it dropped because it dropped at 3 a.m. The only fans staying up to listen to their favorite artist dropping an album at 3 in the morning is cracked out white girls who listen to Taylor Swift. Then slowly over time, they started to update and fix the songs like it's an iOS update fixing bugs on your phone. So you have these social media pages reposting talking about the album is updated again for the 5th time. No one cares, it's over. If you have to release so many updates for an album, maybe it wasn't meant to be put out. Just a little advice.
Yeah.
And this is his only album he's released that hasn't gone #1 in the first week to be beaten out by, out of all people, his mortal enemy, Taylor Swift. The only man that went against the demonic
Taylor Swift got her get back,
and he lost. So this made people wonder, you know, what the f is actually going on? I mean, this is a man that was giving coaching talks 3 years ago about his albums. A man that runs his studio sessions like the military. He had people passing out in his studio sessions. And just like the great downfall of every leader, MLK, JFK, Abraham Lincoln, Alexander the Great, he suffered the same downfall as all of them.
What's your name? Where you from?
Whippets, aka nitrous oxide. I don't know where this drug spawned from. It's like every other month a new drug spawns in the world people abuse. I swear, fentanyl didn't even exist like 10 years ago and now it's everywhere. It makes me feel jealous, like I want to be popular too. The rumors of Kanye indulging in this delicacy began when someone on his team leaked text messages of him basically begging for it. And he's out here asking for it too, like he's a kid begging mommy and daddy for candy. If I'm an A-list celebrity, I better have a personal drug dealer that can make me anything on the spot. And out of all people giving it to him, the allegation is that it's his dentist prescribing it.
Yep.
A dentist? What is this dentist? Some kind of ex-prison affiliated drug lord who ran the streets?
Okay, look at the dentist. Is this somebody you can trust? I can't trust, buddy. Listen, majority of the dentists that I had do not look like this nigga, bruh. I'm not trusting, bro.
Oh, that's exactly what he is. I usually don't judge a book by its cover, but how am I not supposed to? You can't tell me this dude in another life wasn't running Alcatraz in the 60s. He must have just threatened the dentist school to give him the degree or he would unleash hell on them. And apparently he works with a lot of celebs. Some like
this.
Gunna,
This man has
Yachty,
tats
Shaq, Post
on top of his
Malone. The
head.
whole rap game is f***ed up on this. No wonder nothing good is dropping. For me, I just want him to be healthy in his personal life and then whatever after comes second. I mean, this is a man with 4 kids. It's not like he doesn't have any priorities in his life or anything. So hopefully he gets the help he needs because drug addiction ain't no joke. I would know. I've been on Galaxy Gas this whole video. Someone who needs some Galaxy Gas to calm down is Ninja because he just be lashing out at
I basically said it, bro. Ninja, the way he be lashing out on Kai, bro. The way he be lashing out on Kai. Like, it's backhand compliment. Like,
of course he's gonna do this. Da 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 da.
Like, bro, can you just say congratulations? Like, hey, man, congratulations. Hey, I'm proud of your work. Just say that. Well, why they gotta be a backhand compliment? Like, listen, I have a friend that is doing better than what I'm doing, but I'm working on mine. And anytime we talk, I'm gonna always congratulate him, but I'm not gonna congratulate him by basically being like,
Oh, of course you're gonna do this. You over here you have this and this and this.
like, no, that's called being fake as fuck. Like, no.
everyone. Ninja at the start of his blow up was everywhere you could think of. He was like the first mainstream celebrity gamer for real. I've said it before already and I don't care if any of y'all call this glaze. Streaming simply wouldn't be in the same place and how big it is now without him. But we can't live in the glory days forever. That was about like 5 or 6 years ago. I feel like there's 2 key reasons that can be attributed to his downfall. One being Mixer, because real quick, name 5 streamers that streamed on Mixer before it shut down.
Ninja, Stacks, Montana, shout out to him. I don't know. All I know is 2. I can't name 3 more after that.
I bet some people watching this didn't even know Mixer existed. Already don't want to watch streams on Kick, and that's a platform with a couple of huge streamers already. Who the f in their right mind was logging into their I can't even say without laughing, Mixer account to watch streamers on there? Like, once he went on there, I swear his presence just vanished from social media. You simply didn't hear of the name Ninja until he
Oh wait, AJ Styles streamed on there too. So that's 3. I can't name 2 more.
back. And you know for a fact, he regrets the out of it. He was damn near on the path of being a celebrity. So now the only way he can cope his loss is by hating on the younger streamer surpassing him. Like, for some reason, Ninja absolutely despises Kai Cenat. He hates Kai like Kendrick hates Drake. And I simply think that's because Kai represents what would have happened to Ninja if he simply stayed on Twitch and he didn't switch. Like in the latest streaming record Kai broke, he bring up the fact that another streamer was already bigger than him, so it doesn't matter anyways. And when Kai and Speed were streaming Minecraft and losing, he was saying that they were doing it on purpose. And look, okay, I stream obviously. I understand if people are just bombarding your chat with the same thing all day and how annoying that gets. But you could, you know, just turn it on sub only and boom, you
sub only, maybe followers only. Put it in for a month.
solve the problem. Ninja, I know your game. I know you like talking your some type of way. You're not slick. You gotta let people say something first before you can let
you can
And I feel like another key reason of Ninja's downfall was that he blew up because everyone was bad. Everyone touching Fortnite from season 1 to 3 were moving snail numbers. Like the skill jump from that time to now is like us going from drawings to the iPhone. And when everyone saw a Ninja clip of him destroying lobbies by himself, they couldn't believe it. It seemed like magic at the time. Flitter flutter. People were just figuring out how to place walls down. And now that Ninja can't keep up with the skill gap, he's just known as the dude that still plays Fortnite at 30 and hates on people. Alright, but let's switch it up now from an individual to a whole company. How can a company's downfall be so bad that the whole company is just cooked? Disney.
Easy. The movie industry, when it comes to Disney. Bro, why can't Disney create original fucking idea? Why is everything having more than... Okay, I understand the sequel having 2 or 3. 3 is kind of... kind of, but why the fuck do we have 4 Toy Stories? 4 Toy Story movies. Bro, you wanna know how big, how long Toy Story has been going? It's been going since my older brother was a damn kid. If that don't tell you how Disney has fell off when it comes to movies, I do not know what to tell you. Bro, it used to be the dog of all dogs when it came to movies, when it came to kids movies as is. You can't even have that no more, because everything is just with the Lion King. You know what would be a good idea? Let's make it live action. Why are we making it live action? Because fuck it, that's why. And then you also got the one thing now that is gonna be Mufasa or Scar having a dang movie for themselves. You're like, and it's gonna be live action? Why? Why are we doing it? And then you also got, bro, it's sad. It's sad.
That's the only.
He's gonna talk about
Disney
it,
has
bro.
been
I hope
losing
he
money
does.
since 2019, apparently, which probably isn't a surprise to anyone. I don't know how you can go from being the biggest entertainment company for 100 years to straight dipping to nothing. Like, I think people don't realize how lucky we are as a generation to grow up in the peak times of Disney, because they're never coming back. It's sad to think of all the
never
future
coming back.
generations that will never get to truly
I
experience
don't even know
and
a
immerse
Disney
themselves in
show
time. When they were releasing
that could touch the
banger
ones that we
live-action
had.
shows. When they were releasing banger cartoon shows. When they were releasing banger movies. Actually, no worries, because now kids can watch things like the Snow White movie, where they tried to remove the dwarves and make them human-sized to not offend the little people community. I don't know what you call them, but I'm just gonna call them that. And tried to change the plot so Snow White doesn't get saved by the prince but herself because it's not empowering enough. I'm surprised they even released a trailer for this shit. Like, they gotta scrap the whole movie now. Trying to change one of the most classic movies ever while your company is in a downtrod is not the best idea. And I'm not gonna fully blame Disney on certain things, because there's certain things I feel like they couldn't do anything about. Like, for Disney Channel's fall off, I feel like it was contributed to social media coming up and kids using that over
And
watching
streaming
shows.
services.
But at the same time, if they made good shows still, kids would find a way to watch it regardless. Their main downfall is getting way too political for no reason. Like, at the end of the day, people just want to watch some good movies and don't care about your political view. So when you plaster it in front of their faces 24/7, they're just gonna get pissed off and stop paying for your product. And it's the fact that Disney acquired all these companies that people saw could basically never fail and threw their political messaging into it. Like, Star Wars and Marvel were basically given on a silver platter to y'all and you failed it. And Disney Plus apparently has been losing them money since 2019, which is when it launched, so it never made any money. I mean, who could have guessed it? Who would have known people don't want to spend $20 for a no ad experience? Like, these streaming companies be wildin' nowadays. It was manageable when it was like $12 for no ads. But soon you're gonna have to start taking out mortgage payments just to pay for these services.
Yeah.
Maybe this failure at the end of the day is a good thing, though. It'll make them have to lock in and actually start making things people want, instead of making another live action Lion King. Why is there another live action Lion King?
That's what I'm
Someone no
saying.
one wants anymore is Bruce dropping off. Now, if you're already familiar with the streaming game,
I don't think Bruce fell off though, because he still pulls viewers consistently. Like, of course, some of the people that he ended up being friends with is not like really like looking at him like how it was. Like, your Rays probably don't want nothing to do with him. Kai definitely don't want nothing to do with him. And the thing about it too, like, whenever he has his little rants, you're like, oh, there goes Bruce again. There goes Bruce having a coke dang coke attack. Is like, or basically, there goes him on the perks again. He's over here tripping.
already, you've most likely heard of Bruce. And when he started blowing up in 2021, it seemed like he could never do wrong. He would have a viral trend or meme every month. He was collabing with different streamers from every community, and people just liked him and how naturally funny he was. He even had a group collabing with the biggest streamers, Kai Cenat and Your Rage, called The Boys. And it seemed like they all got along together well, and it was a happily ever after.
Until
Bruce randomly started talking behind their backs. It needs to be studied the way this man's image flip-flopped from the hero to villain overnight. One day he was Batman, the next day he was Joker. Like, everything all tumbled down at once, and it kept getting worse. He got caught talking all his close creator friends, Kai Cenat, Your Rage, all of AMP, aka the biggest streaming group in the world right now. And you would think he would have learned from this until months later. He did the same thing with all of the new FaZe members, basically cutting every creator connection he ever had. Now, I'm not saying you have to rely on other people.
Even with FaZe, bro. Even the person that
would have helped as a
bro, even the person that was going to bat for this nigga, and the person that was going to bat for him was stable with Ronaldo. This man turned his back on him. And when you do that, you gotta start looking at yourself and being like, I'm the problem. I'm the fucking
being able to
problem.
collab with some of the other biggest streamers around you. I mean, at least a little bit, right? And then it got worse somehow. It got revealed he was taking perks and that his girl broke up with him. Nowadays, anyone that comes across his path faces the wrath of perks. You can't find a clip of him nowadays not talking about somebody. If he sees this video, he'll probably find some way to crash out on me too. Fly could land on his shoulder, and just because of that, he's airing out the whole block. And I really think with Bruce, there's literally no recovery. There's not a single creator that could ever trust this man on or off camera. The fact that the snaking has happened multiple times just puts the nail in the coffin. And last, the magnus opus of downfalls no one expected. The saint of the internet, Mr. Beast. Okay, look.
Okay, I don't think Mr. Beast fell off, but I'm gonna let Tommy cook.
When I say downfall and Mr. Beast, there's a clear distinction. It's not a downfall as in numbers wise, because we're talking about the most subscribed YouTuber.
But I do understand what he's coming from when it comes to the fact that he's not as, like, when you think of Mr. Beast, you think of a nice guy. But the stuff with his right hand man / woman, I forgot what her name was. Chris. When it came to her, you're like, and you kinda knew, because you looked at the painting when it came to that picture, you're like, ain't Willie looking so good for you.
On the planet, but more of the downfall of his public image. Like if you told me last year Mr. Beast is a morally wrong
I'll
person,
shut up
I
if
would
the
think
man
you're
gave me
one of them
5K.
annoying who are trying to cancel him for curing blindness. But now, sadly, I have to say I could see some validity to it if some of the rumors are true. Like, let's be real, your best friend of 10 years gets exposed for some heinous things and you have no clue that it was going on. You couldn't pay Leonardo DiCaprio to act you out of this one, buddy. You definitely knew at least a little bit. And at first it was just that, but as the months are starting to go on, it seems like it's just getting worse and worse. Some of the main rumors are that he hosted fake lotteries and giveaways, which if true is pretty bad because he's known as the giving money guy. Another allegation is that he hired an ex-offender that was convicted of rape of a child. And you could say he didn't know and it's not confirmed if he did, but if you're running the biggest YouTube channel on earth, you better be screening your employees like the government, or just pay like $20 to one of those websites where you can get somebody's criminal history. Everyone should be walking through TSA before even stepping foot on a shooting production. The TSA machine should be plastered with Mr. Beast Productions. It's pretty hard to go through something like that without hearing it from at least one person out there. Best believe if I was told this news, the employee would be getting a public beating and it would be the trailer to my YouTube channel. And now the most recent allegation is that Mr. Beast's COO was running a gay strip bar? I don't know how we went from scams to grinders, but something's fishy about this to me. It's quite literally impossible to hire someone at that high of a position without knowing what their past was. And some people might think it isn't weird and who cares what he was doing before. But imagine Johnny Sins working at like St. Jude's Hospital. It just doesn't sound like a good mix of names. Mr. Beast still ain't respond to any of this yet, so I'm still taking it with a grain of salt. But he's gonna have to cook the greatest response of all time that this earth has ever seen. It has to knock people out their chairs with so much disproven that we feel bad we even thought he could do wrong. So hopefully these downfalls can be a lesson to the people around the world. Some are recoverable, some are probably not. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
That was a W video by Tommy and FG. And yeah, that was the saddest downfalls. Do you agree that some of the people that he named end up falling off, or do you have a rebuttal for the ones he named? Because he kind of got a point if you kind of look at it in a different lens. But I added my two pieces. You might agree on it, you might not. That's the thing about opinion. But before we end up closing out, I just need to tell y'all, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. to a point where you end up liking, subscribing, also sharing the video and doing all that cool thing like hitting the notification bell on your way out. Once again, if you want to show love to the original video and Tommy NFG, it's going to be in the description below. So, yeah, I really want to see y'all two pieces when it comes to this. I think it's going to be very interesting. But yeah, I see y'all next time. NXG is about to be on top. We got to close out fourth quarter like we know how. I got to do my part, which I've technically been doing. And yeah, I love y'all very, very much. And I am out of here.